Oh, Lord. Again. A fucking again. Nothing new, nothing changed, same old shit. Same old fuck.
I'm back. So, as you may have noticed, upgrades have been happening.
Where?
And the company has increased the production budget. And by company, I mean me. And by production budget, I mean my savings in my piggy bank. So, you're welcome. Thank you. That's what you should say, when it comes to this. But regardless, what is this video about? Well, do you like big balls? No, not the ones full of saline perverts. I'm talking about planets. Everyone loves them, but humans trash them. And in this video, we're gonna rank the coolest planets by their also scientific, existential, cosmic horror index. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I have the mind of a master. I have the mind of a mastermind. What's that? I don't know, but I'm so creative like that.
Basically, we're gonna be going through a bunch of exoplanets and seeing how cool they are, how interesting they are, some tidbits, tidbits about what they are like, and I hope you learn a few things about exoplanets, I guess, from this video. Oh wait, before that, I have to emphasize the fact that the research I've done for these exoplanets has been very extensive and very academically rigorous. And by that I mean I scoured NASA's archives and collated. Yes, that's a real word. Wait, let me just make sure it's a real word. Hold on. It's giving productivity, I know. Yes, it's a real word. So I've collated various exoplanets from NASA's archives.
This is it. This is it.
And we'll, like I said earlier, we'll, just have a little chit chat about exoplanets, how cool they are. And as a prospective Earth scientist myself, I figured, why not? You've got time to be watching this video. I've got time to be making this video. So, you know what? Let's make time together. You know what I mean? And yes, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you find it useful. And of course, you would find it useful. I mean, why else would you be here? It's the delusion for me. You unlock this door with the key of space exploration. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of planemons, a dimension of planets, a dimension of extraterrestrial sample curation. You're moving into a land of both scorching hellfire and shadows, of things and tholins. You've just crossed over into the starlight zone. So we're gonna be starting off with Haitian planets, and yes, I will be pronouncing it Haitian the whole time. So if you have a problem with it, fight with me in the comments.
This bitch.
Now let's get on with the show. I'm waiting for the intro to start. Yes. Haitian planets, what are they? Are they located in the Caribbean somewhere? No, these are not Haitian planets, these are Haitian planets. And Haitians are cool people who like making mean piglets. So there's a difference. Haitian planets, basically the word itself is a combination of hydrogen and oxygen combined together to form Haitian.
You ate that.
And basically these are planets who are composed of a liquid water ocean. So it's like a liquid water ocean with an envelope of hydrogen, right? Haitian planets. Haitian planets. Should I keep pronouncing it this way? I know you want me to pronounce it this way. Haitian. I have tricked you into an ASMR channel. Now you can click away because I keep talking about Haitian planets.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
and my day is ruined.
Honestly, Haitian planets are really cool because of the fact that basically they're liquid water ocean surrounded by a hydrogen atmosphere, so they are really habitable. In fact, they're so habitable that Saddam Hussein himself would have made it one of his main hiding spots.
That's suspicious.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's weird.
You might say that was out of pocket and unnecessary to the information I'm conveying to you currently, but now you know. So I guess you're gonna have to deal with it. Another point to emphasize about Haitian planets is the fact that they are much more bigger than Earth. So, like, these are big boys. These are big, spherical, geoidal boys. And yes, this could make them super habitable, even more habitable than Earth. Well, I have to confess. Haitian planets are actually not real. They are mostly theoretical, but then actually K218b might be a prospective candidate in the category of Haitian planets. So if you are in a drag show and then RuPaul is to announce a Haitian planet, he can be saying, please welcome to the stage K218b. I'm gonna insert it here. You're welcome. Very important main point about Haitian planets is the fact that because majority of the planet would be like a liquid water ocean, that means that it'll be more so like aquatic life. So think of like the Disney show H2O, just add water, but not like that, you perverts. Life would be mostly aquatic, and it depends on the nature of the aquaticness of this life. You know what I mean? So I mean, if the planet is a shallow ocean, just imagine like a huge Great Barrier Reef, like just sprawled across the whole planet. But if it's like a deep ocean, then it's giving abyssal plains. It's giving the Twilight Zone. That's what it would be giving. In fact, it wouldn't even be giving. It would be taking from you your life force, as you would be drowning in that deep, dark ocean.
I don't like where this is going.
Which brings me to dark Haitian planet. Basically, when a Haitian planet, I did warn you that I would be pronouncing it Haitian the whole time. So you might be annoyed by it by now. But since you're still watching, it means you like it, don't you? ASMR.
Wait! What was that? What the hell was that?
Dark Haitian planets are Haitian planets which are basically tidally locked to their home star. So imagine one side of the planet always facing the star and then the other side facing away from the star. So that means like one side would be super cold and the other side would be super hot. But because these planets are larger, and then they would have theoretically speaking, of course, they would have envelope of like a thick atmosphere, hydrogen atmosphere. So I mean, some sort of thermal regulation would be happening, but I wouldn't count on it. You know what I mean? That's why they're so dark and emo. And because of the nature of these Haitian planets, they might contain organic molecules. Ooh, the theory is coming to life. It's giving golem or homunculus or both. So, what else? Oh yes, these organic molecules. The organic molecules that were found was like dimethyl sulfide. That's another word for you. Dimethyl sulfide was found, which could be a sign of life. Because the thing is, we still don't know if there is life on other planets yet, because, well, I mean, we only have one sample size, which is Earth, so sue me. But I mean, at the end of the day, since you and I are both, you know, hardworking, dedicated, transcendent scientists.
New face filters on Instagram today. This is my favorite one so far. Nice job, team.
Or future scientists if you're still studying, like me, an Earth scientist. And we are under a bunch of crackpot conspiracy theorists, or conspiracists, as they are also known. That would mean these planets could end up just being hell walls full of flowing lava. So I believe Henry Kissinger would be right at home here.
Wow, that was so powerful. Academy Award.
So in conclusion, Haitian planets, not Haitians, they make piglets, remember, are a great example of a super habitable planet that sounds cool. So I would rank it, let's see, S tier. Why not? I mean, come on now. Oh yeah, Haitian planets are S tier. And they're S tier for being as mysterious and cunty as Asharadin. Thank you. Who's up next? I wanted to do like a good mix of both terrestrial, gaseous, and other planets. So the next planet would be, well, the next category of planets would be gaseous planets. And today we're going to talk about super puff planets. And no, these are not obese Powerpuff Girls. Superpuff are a class of exoplanets whereby it's larger. Think of our solar system's gas giants, but then just like less dense, I guess. So like very puffy, very gaseous, very cloudy, and just living their best life. These planets have a larger radius than Neptune, and they're also colder, usually. There isn't anything really that interesting about superpuff planets, so we're gonna move on. I just wanted to make that joke about obese Powerpuff Girls because I want to imagine you imagining obese Powerpuff Girls. Is this very productive? I was gonna try and memorize this script, but then I figured, you know what? This channel isn't big enough for that. So you just have to deal with me looking at this screen. Okay?
We do not care.
I don't know, should we talk about Mesoplanet? Let's move on to Ecumenopoli planets. Have you seen the movie Star Wars? The Empire Strikes Back? Not the British Empire, the galactic one. This is referencing Coruscant. You know, the citywide New York-esque planet. How else can I explain this to you? It's a citywide planet. So imagine a huge urban layout across the whole planet with multiple levels and everything. So this is for the advanced civilizations out here, so not humans. Humans need not apply here. Okay, would you want to live in an Ecumenopolis? I know you do, because you're about that nightlife. You've been out on those streets, hustling and walking. I know you, and I need you to know that you can rest now. Rest. Okay, you can rest. Moving on. Did we rank these Ecumenopoli and Superpuff planets? No, we didn't. So we're gonna rank them now. Superpuffs. There's nothing really interesting about Superpuff planets except that they are basically less dense Neptunes. So I think I'm gonna rank them B. Let's go with B. B plus even, just to make them feel better about themselves. And Ecumenopolis, because they sound so cool and it's a citywide planet, I'm gonna give them S tier 2 because they are serving. I know you all want to crucify me for these jokes I'm making, but you know they're funny.
And if you are not completely satisfied, well hey, neither am I. That's life. But at least I'm thin and rich. Rich, rich, rich. So sue me.
I think this is the start of my stand-up career.
You really think you ate, and you're so humiliating. You're dumb.
Don't quote me on that. Don't clock me, please. I don't need these comedians coming for me. Because people are already coming on me.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
On a side note, if I was to be transported to like Ecumenopolis type planets, I really do, from the deepest depths of my organ that pumps my blood, that the architecture on any such world would be either Art Deco or Neoclassical, because I swear to fucking God, if I'm transported to you see, I'm getting heated so much that I can't even speak right. If I'm transported to an Ecumenopoli planet and it doesn't have architecture that's either Neoclassical, Art Deco, or even Baroque or Rococo, I will kill myself immediately.
You cannot be for real. Oh my God, you for real? No, you for fake. No, you for real. You lying? You not?
Because what do you mean the whole planet, which is a cityscape, is just post-modern or modernist architecture? What do you mean? Because I don't know about you, but I don't want to be walking around the whole planet and being subjected to the delusional grandeur and self-aggrandizement of architects who have head so far up their own asses that they think their shit smells like flowers.
She's got a point. She's an icon. She's a legend. And she is the moment. Now, come on now.
I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. They'll be saying, oh, it's pastiche, it's this, it's that. Listen, I will hold your hand when I say this, delusional architects. You're not that girl. You don't have the talent.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
To make modern or postmodern architecture look nice. You just don't. And I would think it would do you good to go outside, touch grass, and reconnect with nature.
A few moments later.
Because the level of delusion that's going on in your mind is off the charts. Honestly, get help.
2,000 years later.
You're not that girl. You don't have the talent or the mental and physical or spiritual capabilities to pull that off.
It's just my opinion. I'm not bullying you. I'm just giving you opinion. I think you're ugly. I think you're fat. I think you're stupid.
Okay. Are we covered? So after reconnecting with nature and you've come back from your moral superiority platform, pick something that's easy for you, okay? Just something that's doable for you. Pick easy, tried and tested and true methods of neoclassicism. Build your skills there, and then go over to postmodern and modern architecture, and then try to make it look good. But so far, you just don't have the skills, baby. You just don't have the skills. You do not have the skills to try to pull off what you think you're trying to pull off. You can't. Make it easy on yourself. Pick a struggle. Start with neoclassical. Okay? Now that PSA is out of the way, we can continue with how cool Ecumenopoli planets would be. 24/7 nightlife. That's all. Bye.
Now you've seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison as time keeps dragging on. Well, that train keeps rolling on down the San Antonio. Now it's just baby. Mama told me.
Chthonian planets. Have you heard of Chthonian planets before? What does that even mean? Do you know what that means? Well, I'm going to tell you what that means. Chthonian planets are a hypothetical class of planets that are basically when Jupiter flew too close to the sun, and the sun, with all its glory and eminence, blasted away its atmosphere, leaving behind a dead, soulless core, like me during this semester. I was young once, but not anymore. The realities of this world has showed me flames that I was not ready for. You know I could be an actor. Again, don't clock me. I'm just making a fool of myself on the internet. Please.
Please. Please. Please.
don't clip these too, because I know you internet sleuths, you editors, I know what you do. Don't try me. But no, seriously, don't try me. I am not that confident, you know what I mean? So Chthonian planets, the dead remnants of giants, and the term Chthonian means Earth from ancient Greek. It's giving linguistic. You know what I mean? It basically means Earth, and yeah. What else is there to say about dead cores? Like, I mean, since Chthonian planets are the dead remnants of giant gas giants.
You thought you ate? I did, and left no crumbs.
They could be much more denser than their more metallic iron planet brethren. So yes, I would first cursory glance to me seems like Chthonian planets have a cool ass name, but then themselves are not that cool. They are a figment of your imagination, a shadow on the wall. I don't know where I was going with that metaphor and abstract linguistic phrasing, but it's entertainment. So and possible candidates could be, and I'm not even gonna try and memorize this, so I'm just gonna read off my notes for you. HD 209458B, and that is also my cell phone number in case any prospective bachelors wanna call me. COROT 7B is another prospective, or as I like to call it, Carrot 7B, like Bugs Bunny and Jessica Rabbit, who I think should be a power couple who would make great porn together. And next up would be TOI849B, which is the link to my OnlyFans that I keep plugging that no one is subscribing to. But I'm joking because I really don't have an OnlyFans, and it was a trick to send you to our OnlyFans page, which only shows OnlyFans, paper fans.
Wow, that was so powerful. Academy Award.
And yes, also if any one of you think that this accent is fake, it's not fake. This is how I actually speak. It is a combination of my upbringing. So are you trying to tell me you're racist? Are you questioning my ethnic authenticity? You don't even know where I'm from. You don't know what I've been through, but you will soon enough. If you just call this number at TOI849B, thank you very much. God bless. Next up, we'll be talking about leaking eyeballs. Or eyeball gems, which have been cracked. There's a Steven Universe reference for you guys. I know, we're all similar in that way. So, eyeball planets are the more... Wait, did I rank Chthonian planets? No, really? Okay, I guess I have to go back and rank them. But I will do it just for you because I like you guys. And I think I should share this video. I wanted to scrap it because this is just me wasting time. But let's waste time together. So, Chthonian planets... I'm gonna give it C tier for Chthonian. I know, very academically rigorous. Next.
Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god! What is that?
Eyeball planets. Actually, I kind of really find eyeball planets really cool because they are like what Earth would have been if it would consistently use their prescribed eye drops, because one side of the eyeball planet is constantly hot and moist, full of water and life, probably, hopefully, ideally, and the other side is a burning hellscape like my Tinder profile.
Homosexuals. Damn homosexuals.
So these eyeball planets are tightly locked to their home star. Like, imagine I'm the star. You see what I'm doing here? This is very scientific. It's tightly locked to this home star, and one side of the planet is always facing the star, so that's why it's so hot. And don't you just think it's very cool? Like, imagine a band around the planet which is in constant twilight, so vampires would be roaming there. No, they wouldn't. But it would be a very habitable strip of land that would be full of life, hopefully, if organic molecules would be able to evolve independently in there. So, I don't know. Maybe, should we talk about the prospective candidates for these eyeball planets? But I have a question for you. Do you think eyeball planets would have pink eye? No. Furthermore, there are two kinds of eyeball planets. There are hot eyeball planets and there are cold eyeball planets. Take your pick which one you want to live on. Do I need to describe what hot and cold eyeball planets are like? No, I thought so. Well, no. Carrying on, there are potential candidates for eyeball planets. There is one called Kepler 1652b. Shout out to Kepler. He got burned by the Catholic Church for speaking the truth. Like me, for speaking the truth on Twitter. But I didn't get burned. I was just flamed by a bunch of twinks. And in the TRAPPIST system, you might have heard of the TRAPPIST system. Have you heard of the TRAPPIST system? The TRAPPIST system is a bunch of 7 planets orbiting a red dwarf. And some of those planets might be eyeball planets. So, you're welcome. The more you know. I will insert a bunch of pictures of Chthonian planets, which we have ranked already. Eyeball planets, which we're gonna rank now. And Hessian planets, which we've already ranked. Pause. We're gonna make sure that we're still on camera. Next up, we're gonna be talking about big hot men. Ha! Gay! In Greek gods. Have you heard of hot Jupiters? Basically, I forgot to rank eyeball planets again. Didn't I? Well, they're very interesting to me, so I'm gonna rank them S tier. You know that one S sign that we kept drawing as kids on our desk? Yes, I'm gonna give it that sign and that tier. Because they're cool. And it's my opinion and not yours.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And now we're gonna move on to ultra hot Jupiters. Like seriously and very intensely hot Jupiters. This is basically what happens when Jupiter orbits the sun very closely. And they become extremely hot. You know what I mean? Like, it just makes you so moist in both orifices. But I think you might get that checked if it's the other orifice and not the first one. And if it's the only orifice you have that's making you moist, like, you need to get that checked. Or don't if you're into that sort of thing. You know what I mean? And when I say hot Jupiters are hot, let me just paint a picture for you. You know how in every science presentation or like video type of thing, they always mention how Venus is hot enough to melt lead. Well, hot Jupiters are hot enough to melt almost anything, I believe, except titanium. But don't quote me on that, and don't clock me on that, and don't cite me on that, and don't reference me on that, because that might be false or inaccurate. But I will say this: eyeball planets, hot Jupiters, have a surface temperature of almost 2,430 degrees Celsius. So they are very hot, like I mentioned earlier. But these pearls look nice on me. You see, so these are the opposite of hot Jupiters, because these pearls are cold like ice. And in case you thought you might escape the daytime heat of a hot Jupiter, on the other side, the temperature is still almost 2,000 degrees Celsius. So next, I would rank hot Jupiters D tier. No, it's not anything new. It's not creative. It's not giving the people what it needs to be giving the people, because the people are requesting for you to be extra, for you to exude excellence, and for you to be creative in your endeavors, which you are not.
Saw these niggas steady jocking cause they know I'm the truth. Material and I get it from my mammy bar main bust down these hoes.
That's why hot Jupiters are giving D tier. And you would think because they're hot Jupiters they would be giving D, but and you think because the hot Jupiters they would be giving good D, but this is a bad D because this is D tier in my ranking. So shame on you, hot Jupiters. Shame on you. Next up, how many planets has it been? Chthonian, Hessian, Super Puff, something Neptune. No, hot Jupiters. Anyways, well, it's not gonna be 10 planets anymore, so it's gonna be how many planets we get to. Next up, we're gonna be talking about the very interesting and mysterious planet. Huh? That's right. I'll say it again for the people at the back. Planet. Not planet. Planet. So you might be thinking to yourself, what the hell are planets? Well, they are black planets. No, I'm just joking. Planets are planets that orbit black holes. And that's quite interesting, no? Because can you imagine like just being on a planet that orbits a giant gaping hole that might destroy you at any time. Enticing you to enter. You might get spaghettified and pulled apart, but you knew it was worth it the whole time. They're very hypothetical, so don't think of them as anything real, because they are not. Possible candidates. Let's welcome the possible candidates to the stage. M51 ULS 1B. And again, I'm not gonna memorize this, so hold on. IGR, okay, J12580 plus 0135B. That's the link to my PayPal account in case you wanna show me some love, some sugar, some spice, and everything nice. No, this is the other candidate for a planet. Do you think planets have sun? Well, there wouldn't be sunrises, right? There would be more like black hole rises, black rises, black rising. Is this a black supremacy video? Oh no, I'm a hotep. No, but it'll probably be interesting. The night sky on a planet, right? Ranking. I guess we can rank them. I don't know. I've just been feeling myself today. You know what I mean? Planets, I will rank them as B tier, B for planet, and black excellence. So yeah, I think this video is getting long enough. So I hope you enjoyed it on this little tour of the various planets that I wanted to go through. And again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to your loved one or your enemies, because I'm still on my mission to disrupt, discombobulate, and confuse my enemies. They should never know my next move or yours. Again, thanks for watching. And by like, I mean like hit the like button, you know what I mean? That little button that's, you know, I think you know what I mean by like, okay?